And if there was a moment, only one, where Allah opened a door that the world does not see, a door invisible to the eyes, but that only a broken heart can recognize. This evening, this moment, it may be your divine appointment. You don't have to be perfect. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need with a sincere heart. And in a word, Allah. Close your eyes, Bate, and enter with me into this sacred reminder. For the one you seek is already closer to you than your jugular vein. One, when night falls, hearts are revealed. There are times that most people go through without awareness, like going through a tunnel with their eyes closed. But for the one who watches, the night is a kingdom. In the deep silence of darkness, when lamps go out, voices fall silent, and the thoughts of the day crumble like sandcastles. That is when hearts begin to speak, not languages, the hearts. And if there is a time when Allah listens with a closeness that the angels themselves revere, it is the last third of the night. Our Lord descends every night to the lowest heaven, and the last third of the night begins, and He says, "Who calls on me that I may answer him? Who asks me that I may grant him? Who asks my forgiveness, that I may forgive him?" Hadith Qudsi, Sahih Bukhari. In this suspended moment, Allah does not address the crowds. The calls you, individually, without intermediaries, without protocol. And in this call, there is neither a requirement for learned words, nor the need for a particular setting. You just have an awakened heart. Imagine, you're alone. The walls are silent. The phone is turned off. There is nothing but you, your breath, and the invisible mystery of the one who sees all. Your heart is tired, maybe even broken. You don't know what to say anymore. But you feel like if you don't call now, you'll die inside. And then, you sit down, maybe on a rug, maybe on your bed, maybe even on the floor, and you say, "Oh God, oh God, oh God." Not like a mechanical recitation, not as a habit, but as a soul entreaty, like a child lost in the forest, calling for his father in the dark. Not 3 times, not 10 times, 500 times. Perhaps you count with beads. Perhaps with the beating of your heart. But it's not the number that matters. It is forgetting you in repetition. This is the moment when your mind no longer knows if it is still on earth, and your heart becomes a drum beating to the rhythm of the name of Allah. It is reported that one night, the Imam al-Ghazali, peace of Allah be upon him, was in his room, alone. He had lived with honors, knowledge, applause. But that night, he left everything behind. Everything. He sat down in the shadows, closed his eyes, and he says only one word, over and over again. "Oh my God." He whispered it, and then whispered it, then sighed it. Then he only did the cry. He no longer knew if he was sleeping, dreaming, or already somewhere else. But he would later say that it was one of the moments where he felt the presence of his Lord like a liquid sweetness flowing through his veins. No visions, no light in the room. Just one supernatural peace that nothing in this world can imitate. This moment belongs to those who search silently, those who don't want to prove, nor show, but just leave Allah. And yet, if you look around you, how many sleep without knowing that this door is open? How many people do not know that in this darkness, Allah calls their name without them responding? How many beg for the love of humans, when is the love of Allah within reach of lips, breath, silent prayer? Maybe you've already cried in secret without knowing why. Maybe your soul felt muffled in the din of the day and that she only found refuge at night. Maybe you got up one night for no apparent reason, just because your soul felt that Allah was there. So let me ask you a question. And you, have you ever called Allah by His name, as if your survival, your happiness, your peace depended on it? Not to get something, but simply for to be in His presence, too. The 500 beats of the name of Allah. In the Sufi tradition, it is said that hearts are lamps. But for a lamp to light, there must be the friction of the reminder, the warmth of the divine name, and the sincere breath of the soul. And what name is more burning than that of Allah? This is not a letter. It is not a combination of sounds. It is a portal, a vibrational passage, a secret entrusted within creation itself. Every time you say Allah, an invisible beat begins in the heavens. An echo rises across the worlds, and your heart, if it is awake, begins to vibrate in unison. There was, every night, he would climb onto a rocky plateau facing the sky, and he repeated, God, 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 not 3 times, not 33 times, more 500 times. One night, his young son, curious about this strange repetition, asked him, Father, why 500 times? Isn't that too many? Hasn't Allah already heard the 10th time? Harith Surid. He didn't answer right away. He let the wind silence them. Then he said, the 100th time I feel fear. At the 200th, shame. At the 300th, delight. At the 400th, love. And at the 500th, silence. The one in which I know that He listens to me. Dhikr, the remembrance of Allah, is not an exercise in quantity. It's a voyage. Each repetition is a clef. Each vibration of the name is a sacred tremor which brings down the walls of the nafs, the ego. Say Allah with a dirty tongue and you will see your heart cleansed. Say Allah with a heavy soul and you will see your spirit lighten. Say Allah without understanding why, and you will understand everything. The Sufi masters have always known this. They say that in the name Allah is hidden the entire Quran, that in His letters lies the root of all other divine names. His name, Al-Jami', the gathering name. When you say Allah, you ought to say Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, Al-Haq, Al-Wadud, without even realizing it. It's not a magic formula. It is an alchemy of the heart. Harith often said, my heart is a faded rose, but every Allah is a drop of water, and when I pour 500 on the flower, she is reborn. The remembrance of Allah does not change Allah. They change you. He removes, layer upon layer, the veils that prevent you from feeling your own light. In the Qadiriya Sufi order, it is taught that when the dervish repeats Allah while concentrating on his heart, the name begins to beat like a drum, not outside, more inside, and suddenly, the heart is no longer an organ. He becomes a place, a sacred space, a spiritual mihrab, a sanctuary, where no visible prayers are offered, more where Allah makes Himself known. You don't need to understand what you're saying. You don't need to be pure, perfect, or learned. You just need to be authentic, even in your inner disorder, even in your tiredness, even if you fall. Tonight, don't try to impress Allah. Don't disguise yourself with piety. Don't try to do good, but no. Be vulnerable. And just say, "Oh my God, I don't know anything, but I call you." And then starts again. 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 The 100th time, you might feel resistance. At the 200th, your mind will want to stop you. At the 300th, you will be tempted to get up. But if you cross these thresholds, you will discover that the name is not a word. It is a low heat, a nectar, a mirror. You will get lost there, and you will find yourself there. Question: have you ever felt the name of Allah vibrate in your heart like a sacred drum that awakens a part of you that you didn't even know you were asleep? He repeated Allah 500 times, and everything changed. Ahmed was 29 years old. He lived in Paris, in a small studio on the 6th floor, without an elevator. He had a normal life, by modern standards. A job, a few friends, outings, a phone always in hand, dreams on standby, and a faith lost somewhere between two notifications. He was neither evil nor particularly misguided, but he had just an evil that no words could soothe, the kind of emptiness that settles in silently and one day ends up speaking louder than all the outside noise. Stress, anxiety, invisible addictions, sins that are normalized, and above all, an inner fatigue, chronic, exhausting. One Friday, when he went to his mother's house for dinner, she handed him a small crumpled piece of paper, barely looking at him. She doesn't say anything, just, "Read this when you're alone. Try it, just one night." Ahmed read what was written. "Try this one night. Say Allah 500 times. With your heart, not your tongue." He shrugged. A small laugh. A pout. He slipped the paper into his jacket, then forgot about it for weeks. Until the evening when he tombed. Not a physical fall, but this kind of night where everything collapses. Certainties, landmarks, pride. A night of silent crises, where even the walls seem to accuse you of being nothing more than a ghost. He had locked himself in. The shutters are drawn. Phone, and to the 500th he collapsed. No miracle, no light, no heavenly voice. More a silence even though, soft, as wide as the universe. And for the first time in years, the pain had receded. As if someone had placed an invisible hand on his heart and whispered, "I heard you." He fell asleep on the floor, face still wet. And in the morning, he didn't feel healed, but he felt alive. And that for him was a miracle. This is not a story. It is a fact. This is not a method. It is a call. That's it. The power of Dhikr. Not a magic formula. Not a mystical ritual. More the sincere cry of a broken heart. And at that cry, Allah always answers. Either way. Not always as you hope, but still exactly as your soul needs it. The 500 times is not a random number. This is no coincidence. It is a threshold, a door, a space that God left half open, just enough so that those who really suffer slip their hearts into it. When you repeat Allah until your body gives out, it's not your body that prays. It is your soul who mourns His absence. And Allah, Him, is never far from those who call on Him. Question: what is you are ready to give up? To feel, if only in second, the closeness of the one who has always waited for you. 4. What if tonight was your divine date? Listening. Close your eyes for a moment. Breathe in gently. Put down your phone. Turn off the screens and listen to this silence. Do you hear it? It's your soul. Who strikes? Who is calling? Who is waiting? What if tonight it was your night? Not a night like any other, not a night of sleep, no series, no escape. More one night back. A divine meeting. What if Allah was waiting for you? Right here. Right now. Since always. Since that day you cried in secret. Since that time you asked yourself, does he really hear me? Yes. He heard you. He still hears you. And he's waiting for you to come, not with perfect formulas, nor a brilliant faith, more not. Naked with or not control naked of all that you believe you should be. Come with your sincerity. That's all he asks. A drop of truth. A real tear. A sigh from the heart. A beat that says, I'm tired, but I'll be back. Do you think you have to be able to recite the entire Quran? Do you think we should speak Arabic like the Imams? Do you think you have to earn Allah's love? You are wrong. He wants your heart, not your religious costume, not your masks of perfection. He wants your broken heart, your exhausted heart, your heart which has history again and again. Because a heart that breaks is often a heart that is finally ready to open. So tonight, try. Just try. The cry, God, God, God. Not strong, not fast, not to impress. More slowly, sincerely. As if every word were a pardon that you want to hear, and lean that you want to reconnect, and beg that you don't dare to name. Say it once, then another, and again, until your body becomes prayer, until your tears are no longer weakness, but praise. You can cry, yes, you too cry, because every tear purifies, every tear speaks. She says everything your tongue has never been able to express. She says, I'm in pain, but I still believe in you. I have fallen, but I still seek you. I'm nothing, but you are everything. And believe me, Allah is listening to you, always. Every word, every silence, every beat. You say, but he doesn't answer me. And I ask you, do you hear it? Where is your world? Too noisy. Perhaps he speaks to you in the silence, but you refuse to turn off the noise. You may be so surrounded by noise, of expectations, of thoughts, of networks, that you don't have no longer even the space to hear God. So this evening, turn down the volume, cut the world, light up your soul, and listen 500 times. Not as an obligation, but as a back, a breath, an ascent, as if every Allah was a clef in a rusty lock, and that the 500th was the one that finally opens. Do you think you're calling him? But in truth, it is he who has always called you. You say Allah 500 times? No. You answer to a call which has never stopped. What if, tonight, you stopped running away? What are you running from? Your pain? Your past? Your doubts? You carry them with you, wherever you go. What if, just tonight, you allowed yourself to stop you, has no longer run, to leave God find you? And if he said to you, I don't want you to be perfect. I just want you to talk to me, like a child coming home. You see, this night is not a random date. She's precious, because it is you who chose her, or maybe it is she who chose you. So, Don't let this night go without having him offered your heart. 5. I'm closer to you than your jugular vein. When you thought no one understood, when your heart screamed without your mouth moving, I saw you, and I have you heard. Every time you doubted your worth, every time you whispered, Ya Allah, help me. Even if you said it in a whisper, even if it was a timid call in the midst of chaos, I heard it. And yet, sometimes you think I am far away. You think your silence is abandonment. You think I'm absent from your life. But listen, I am here, closer than your jugular vein. You don't always feel it, but I am in every beat of your heart. I am the one who makes it beat. I am the one who keeps you alive, even when you no longer know why you are breathing. And this evening, I'm waiting for you. Yes, you. Not the scholar, not the pious one, not the scholar. You, the one who doubts, the one who falls, the one who wants to come back but doesn't know how. I'm waiting for you, not to judge you, not to blame you, but for love you, again, always. Tonight, do what few dare to do. Get up. When everything sleeps, when the world is quiet, when the time is right for secrecy, sit down, close your eyes, and push. Oh God, oh God, oh God. Vijf tyf tati. Not to convince me. I don't need convincing. It's you who needs to wake you up. It's your heart that needs to remember who I am, and above all, where I am. You think I'm in heaven, far away, above the clouds? I am here, but I am also in you, in each cell, every breath, every glimmer of life. You say, but I don't feel anything. I answer you, continue. Because in repetition, there is wisdom. A light that opens little by little, like the dawn that doesn't show itself all at once, like a creaking door, but which ends up opening. Slowly. Remember my messenger. He repeated my name, again and again. Sometimes so gently that his companions heard whispers in the dark. A dhikr intime, a breath of love. He didn't do it out of obligation, but because his heart was overflowing. And I heard it. Just as I hear you now, I gave you a secret and gift of love. It is not a religious duty. It is a key. Repeat my name. It's not a magic formula. It is a reminder of who you are and who you belong to. Call upon me and I will answer you. Quran 40:60. You see, I didn't say, when you are perfect, I will answer you. You know, when you know the whole Quran, I will answer you. No. I said, call upon me. And my promise is clear. I will answer you. But here it is. You sometimes think that my silence is a rejection. And yet, the silence you feel is my way of calling you. It is me who makes room in your heart, who creates the void, so that you come and fill me. Because I want that you understand me. Not only that I listen to you. Do you think I don't answer you? But look who inspired you to do this dhikr, who gave you the impetus to come back tonight, who placed this thought in your heart at this moment. It's me. What if you realize tonight that it is not an abandonment, but one call to listen to me? Yes, I'm calling you. Through the silence, through the night, through this name that you repeat. God, God, God. Every word is a nod towards me, and I promise, take a step towards me. I will come running to you. Hadith Qudsi. I am your refuge, your origin, the destination, And now, I'm waiting for you. Not tomorrow. This evening. Now. Come back to me. I'm already here. Closer to you than your jugular vein. Now you know. He was never far away. He saw you in your silent night. He heard you in your inner chaos. And what you called absence was actually his veiled proximity. 500 times. Not a magic number, but one sacred door. And every Allah you say is a key that opens your own heart. So tonight, don't close the door. Sit down, breathe, and repeat his name until silence speaks. And may your soul finally hear, I'm here. I've never left you.